Alright, welcome back. So, last time I was bitching about Wrestlemania, and I have not finished bitching about Wrestlemania. So anyways, Jade Cargill is fighting Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley is going to win the belt, because Rhea Ripley without the belt is just not Triple H's WWE.
And this is my WWE, not yours.
Also, I'm pretty sure they've lost all confidence in Jade Cargill, because she is a horrible wrestler. Just a fucking terrible. She has a great look. Like, you know the, like, muscle mommy meme? She is, like, a muscle mommy if muscle mommies had muscle mommies. Like, she is ripped, but, like, she is a fucking god-awful wrestler. She's constantly botching shit. She looks terrible in the ring. You can tell she has no idea what she's doing.
And she's a weightlifter, not a wrestler.
Pretty much. Like, and it's made extra funny. Like, she has a great look. And she has a great look, but, like, that's where it ends. She's like Lex Luger. Like, great look, terrible wrestler. Has nothing going on. But, that being said, I expect her to lose the belt, because I'm pretty sure WWE has been like, oh man, she just fucking sucks. We gotta get the fucking belt off of her. She's making the whole women's division look bad.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening.
There's gonna be someone watching this who's gonna be like, how dare you talk about my queen like that?
My queen!
Fucking asshole. It's funny, so she started in AEW, and, like, they stopped pushing her in AEW, I think because they realized that she's not a good wrestler. And then... But, you know what's funny? AEW did a much better job protecting her, because they knew she wasn't a good wrestler, so they booked her in, like, squash matches, where she would just win really quickly, so you would have no time to realize that she was bad, right?
Like you should.
And then she didn't sign with AEW and signed with WWE because WWE gave her a lot of money. Probably because AEW made her look really good, because she won a bunch of squash matches, the audience was super behind her, she had a great look, and then WWE was like, we're gonna sign her for a big contract, and we're gonna have her, and she's gonna do great. And then they got her, and they kept her off TV for like 2 months after signing her, to have her go through training. Because she was so fucking god-awful, they were like, we can't even put your ass on TV. You're gonna make us look bad. So they put her through 2 months of training before they put her on TV. Put her on TV, and she still looks bad. She still sucks.
That is actually very funny.
Because unlike AEW, who went, oh man, we gotta cut our losses on this, they went, fuck it. Let's put her in long stink matches to have her show her stuff in a long competitive bout. And she looks awful in them. She can't do half the moves.
Such a terrible choice.
So I think they've completely lost faith in her at this point, and they just are trying to get the belt off her now, like ASAP. They're like, we just gotta take the fucking belt off her. It just needs to go. So I imagine they're going to take the belt off her, and then she's going to fall to, like, the mid-card, and then she'll, like, leave and go do whatever she does.
Yeah.
And then we have Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, which will probably be a good match. And they've had plenty of build-up for this over, like, the 3 years that they've been in this, like, evil group. But Finn Balor finally got kicked out of that evil group. And now Dominic Mysterio is the head of that group, so now they're feuding as the one final feud.
The one final feud to rule them all.
And Dominic Mysterio is really good, and Finn Balor is really good, so I'm sure this will... If the ladder match isn't the best match of the night, this will probably be the best match of the night. That being said, Finn Balor is going demon mode for some reason for this match, and, like... Dominic Mysterio has not proven himself worthy of demon mode. Like, just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Are you street racing
Hey,
people?
street racing. I challenge this guy to a race, or I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah, usually you want a nice straightaway to get some speed, so picking the curvy path is a choice.
More like I was just like, oh, is that how you challenge people? And I did it by accident.
Well, we know now. So, yeah, and then there's CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. And I'm sure CM Punk is going to win it because he's the... either CM Punk is going to win it because he's CM Punk, and Roman Reigns is, a part-timer who only works when he feels like it. or CM Punk injures himself for the 9th time on the 5th pay-per-view, and then proceeds to have to drop the title to Roman Reigns, just so they don't have a champion who has his entire leg dislocated or some bullshit.
Yeah. That wouldn't be good.
But we'll see. I just don't think it's going to be that good because CM Punk is an old man now. Like, he's someone who spent his entirety of the prime of his wrestling career retired, and then came back in his, 50s to wrestle again. And, now it feels like every other match he breaks something. And I'm not even over-exaggerating. It feels like every other match
Burger King
he has some sort of injury.
Yeah, that's not great.
Which is why I'm like, why are you champion? I mean, I know why. He's extremely popular and everyone is super behind him. I've never been a huge CM Punk fan, though. I'm gonna be real with you. CM Punk has always been on my
Is it because he's a punk, Chris?
No, it's more because he's kind of obnoxious. He thinks he's the best in the world. It's a gimmick that he believes, though. Like, his gimmick is that he's the best in the world. He thinks he's the best in the world. But real life Phil Brooks also thinks he's actually just the best in the world.
Oh, no.
Like, he thinks he is actually just the best wrestler to ever live. And he's the best in the world. Which is fine.
If you spelt fine.
Which is fine, but, this is the same man who was working at the same time as The Undertaker. And, he's working at the same time as The Undertaker and, Shawn Michaels and, AJ Styles and and Kenny Omega. To be fair, he was in Japan, so, I can get not thinking about Kenny Omega, but still, Kenny Omega. And now we have new talent, like Cody Rhodes and, Randy Orton and fucking, hell, even LA Knight, I would argue, is better than CM Punk at this point, because he's so old now that he can't actually keep up with what he wants to do anyways. I'm just, so you know. There's no point where I thought he was the best in the world. And that was kind of what killed his entire character for me. Well, then the straight edge society stuff. He's one of, those people who, get easily addicted to things?
Yes.
And then they're and then they cause problems, so they're no man, I'm straight edge. And then instead of being addicted to, out drinking or doing drugs, they're addicted to being straight edge. And then they're obnoxious about it to everyone around them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's CM Punk. Except he's not, an alcoholic first. He just was, I'm straight edge, and I'm gonna be obnoxious and tell everyone every minute I get.
Dude, do you like my car? I upgraded it, so it looks even more horrendous.
Hell yeah. Very cool car. And it's extra weird in an era where, wrestling isn't what it used to be, right? Being straight edge might be, a standout feature and something interesting at a time period where, wrestling was full of people doing cocaine and, hard drugs every night after matches. But it's not the 80s anymore. Motherfucker debuted in the 2000s. By that point, it was long over. There were no drug epidemics happening in the wrestling at that point. It had cleaned up, exponentially, so it was kind of yeah, cool, you and literally everyone else. Why should I fucking care?
That's literally silly. Dude, I'm now 4 stars for my vehicle. Mm-hmm. It looks dope as shit.
Agreed. Oh, yeah, and then when he left the WWE, he tried to be a UFC fighter where he got his ass beat twice in a row in his only 2 UFC fights. Because he's the best in the world.
Well, yeah, he's the best in the world. Frankly, I don't understand what your problem with is. He's the best in the world. He said so himself.
That's true. So yeah, I thought he was. I thought he was good in his early run stuff. Like I liked him in Roadhouse, and I liked him in like the rebooted ECW. Like he was honestly the only good thing in rebooted ECW besides like Sandman, and like. That was like it. He went to main roster and then did the straight edge thing, which was kind of annoying and gimmicky. And then he like, then after he left, he was just really annoying and fucking. They tried being a UFC fighter and he was awful at it. And like, so I've just never been a huge fan of him. I always thought like he was really overrated. There's gonna be a bunch of people in the comments that are like, "You piece of shit! How dare you talk about my god like that?" People treat him like a fucking god. He's literally the chant that people he was after he was like let go or he retired or whatever. He's literally the chant the audience would use to tell WWE that what they were doing was bad. If they didn't like what was happening in the WWE, people would literally just chant CM Punk. Like they would just start a CM Punk chant. The dude had been retired for like 5 years.
That's
still
actually
chant CM
fucking
Punk
hysterical.
To show their displeasure with the product you were giving me. And that's the only good thing that came out of CM Punk. Is that saying CM Punk in a chant in a corporation that doesn't have CM Punk working there will always be a sign that what you're putting out is trash.
Yes.
So, there's that. But
Yeah.
but I don't think he's that good. I'm not a huge fan. So I'm just not really looking forward to this main event because it's Roman Reigns and CM Punk, and I just don't fucking care about either of them. I just don't give a shit. The match I wanted to see, the main event that I wanted was Randy Orton versus fucking Cody Rhodes, and they fucking ruined it. So like, I'm just pissed off. I think this whole WrestleMania might be the worst WrestleMania they've put on in like 10 years. Like, honestly, I think without a doubt it might be the worst WrestleMania in like 10 fucking years.
And you are entitled to that opinion.
I am. And no one can stop me.
You know? You are entitled to that opinion because, you know what you're talking about.
There's people that say I won't, but I do. So, actually, I'm really not the only one. Most people have been really annoyed with this WrestleMania. I've been keeping my eyes off of reviews for last night. I'm just going in with my core thing, but like leading up to this WrestleMania, most people were like, these cards are fucking awful. Like these wrestling matches are like, what the is happening? Like they just feel so sporadically thrown together, like with no thought behind anything.
They honestly probably were. From everything you've told me in the last few episodes, honestly, it sounds like it.
Yeah, no, it really is. Everything feels like it was just fucking hucked together last minute. And, like, there was no thought process behind, like, any of it. So, it's looking good for AEW right now. It's looking good for AEW. Go do Street X. You have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do Street X.
I know.
You have to do it, so you may as well do it.
I know. I know.
I'm just telling you.
I was just, double checking everything that we were looking at.
But anyways,
dude, my car is so fly with these upgrades that I keep bringing up.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah.
Give it to me, baby. Do you remember that song? I remember that song. It was Offspring. Yes, that was the Offspring. I remember. Dark's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. We're on the right way.
Nope. It's on the highway. That's why. Yeah. Oh man, but yeah. So I think it's gonna be
great.
Yeah, I just my problem now is that I don't really know where they go from here. Like, what the fuck do you do from this? I mean, Drew McIntyre goes back to going for the title, maybe.
Maybe.
It's like maybe he goes for the title. again? Maybe? But I don't think they're going to let him go back for the title because fucking Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton's feud is clearly not finished because Randy Orton attacked him at the end of the match. So, like, their feud isn't gone, which means Drew can't go back for the title. Or I guess he could, but then that derails that fucking storyline. So what are we doing?
Whatever they want, man.
It's like, just so many problems. I don't know, I'm so distracted about this because I cannot, for the life of me, figure out what their fucking plan is. It just feels like they have no fucking plan at all. And don't get me wrong, AEW has no plan in its storytelling either. WWE's main claim to fame is that it tells better stories than AEW. But you know what AEW has that WWE doesn't?
What?
Good matches. AEW might not know how to tell a story to save its life, but at least AEW can fall back on the fact that their wrestling matches are fucking awesome. WWE doesn't do awesome storylines. WWE doesn't do good matches. They do good storylines. WWE wrestling is you do your 5 moves of doom, the audience cheers, you win the match, and then they buy your merch.
Well, yeah. I'd have it no other way.
There's a reason that dude, if you watch WWE wrestling, the top guys, you'll learn that every single top wrestler in the WWE, the big sellers, the big merchandise pushers, the people who sell tickets, all of them hit 5 moves and then win the match. Yeah. Every single one of them.
Yeah, I'd have another way.
It all started with Hogan. Actually, it probably started before Hogan, but it basically starts with Hogan where, he's down, and then he starts hulking up. He does the point. They go to throw a punch. He blocks it. He hits him with his punch. He hits him with another punch, he bounces him off the ropes, hits the big boot, hits the leg drop, wins the match. That's the whole match.
Oh, my back,
That's
brother!
The whole match. The whole match. John Cena has the 5 moves of doom, where he builds up speed, hits the shoulder tackle, into the side slam, and then he hits the 5-knuckle shuffle, pick their ass up into the AA.
And then it shows them that they can't be seen.
And then he pins the match, and he wins. That's every John Cena match ever.
Dude, John Cena matches are great.
No. John Cena has never, ever had a good match except when he was a heel in his early runs. Because at least he could throw in a couple extra things when he was a heel. Like hitting you with brass knuckles or hitting you with the chain. What were you thinking?
I don't actually know.
It's
I was just like, that's not the way I'm supposed to go. Brain. Pinky and the brain. One's a genius and one's insane. Pinky and the brain.
Listen, John Cena gets props because he's been doing it for so long and he was so popular and he was a great media person and he did all that work with Children's Hospital.
Just a singular hospital.
Motherfucker was a terrible wrestler. He wasn't a terrible wrestler, but he wasn't anything special.
Yeah, he was very good at selling himself.
Yeah.
Which is good. Mm-hmm. In that type of an industry.
It's really what it was is that WWE wanted a face of the company. They wanted a new Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Because for the past, decade by this point, their main faces were, also heels. Before John Cena, they had The Rock, who was a babyface, but also was a heel sometimes, and he would fucking do a bunch of wacky shenanigan stuff. And then before that, they had Stone Cold Steve Austin, who was a babyface, but he was a babyface because he was a fucking anti-hero, essentially. He would just go do whatever he wanted with no rhyme or reason. You couldn't control the rattlesnake.
You want to drink a cold one with Stone Cold?
Yeah, basically. So they needed a new Hulk Hogan because they wanted to be like, oh, we want to push into the anti-bullying campaign for tax deduction reasons. And, we want to work with the Make-A-Wish Foundation for tax reasons. And then,
for tax reasons. A lot of tax reasons.
So they were like, we need a plucky-go-lucky baby face who eats his vitamins and says his prayers but is still cool with modern-day children. And then John Cena came in. Because it could have been Batista, but Batista was too edgy for them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not Not like a rapper who makes homophobic remarks and hits people with brass knuckles and steel chains.
Whoa, he doesn't do that.
It's alright, he became a soldier or some shit. They cleaned him up nice and good.
And then he sold his name.
He didn't sell it, he never had it in the first place.
Yep.
That's our name. You mean our name.
I absolutely love that fact, because it's just like, dude.
That's why The Rock didn't go by The Rock for so long.
Yeah.
Because the WWE owned the rights to it. And now he owns ownership of the WWE and he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Pretty much. Do we have this one on map?
Yep. The WWE.
Yeah, because he's one of the, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Shareholders.
Thank you.
TKO. Which actually means he owns partial ownership and stake in the UFC as well.
Good for him.
The Rock just owning everything out here.
Yeah, I mean, he has done very well for himself.
I mean, he used his money to make smart investments and to pretend to be a movie star. So, like, he's really working for him.
Yeah. No, he has definitely been very smart with his money.
Yeah,
or if he hasn't, he's paid someone to be very smart with his money.
Speaking of smart with their money, even though it's not relevant at all to it, it's just a funny money story that I like. There was a point in time where Stone Cold Steve Austin was...
You got a problem with Stone Cold? You don't want to drink a good one with Stone Cold?
But he was, he wasn't wrestling, right? He was retired. But he just would occasionally would just come to random shows. And fucking, when he would come to these random shows, he would, like, throw a party for the audience, essentially. But one night he went out there to party with the audience for so long that Mr. McMahon was pissed. Because he kept them back there at the show for like an extra like hour or something, or like 2 hours extra after the show ended. So Mr. McMahon calls him in the office and he's like, Stone Cold, how you doing? You know what you did out there? It cost me $5,000, blah blah blah. He's giving him the riot act, and then Stone Cold was like, oh, that's fine, I'll split it with you, don't worry about it. And Mr. McMahon was like, I don't want your fucking money, just go out there earlier next time.
I actually love that.
I'm like, that's so funny.
Because he doesn't give a shit about $5,000.
He's like, I'll split it with you. He's like, I'll split the cost with you. And Mr. McMahon's like, how much your fucking money, Steve? Just go out there earlier next time.
Yeah, because he definitely, it's fucking $5,000. I don't think he gives a shit about $5,000.
What, billionaire, what, multi-millionaire, Vincent Kennedy McMahon doesn't care about $5,000?
Yeah.
Just... Yep. Like,
I had it the first time, but I got
did.
totaled.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, no. Fucking, I love Stone Cold because he's just a fucking menace.
He is. He Stone Cold was at his peak, man, was so good. It's too bad that his career was so fucking short. He was really only at where he was for like maybe 2 years. But he was taken out by a horrendous neck injury.
And then he was just like, fuck it, I ball.
He was like, fuck it, I'm balling. You are not catching this, dude.
Nope. Yeah, give me a push.
I don't know if this one's gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it a couple more times.
Alright.
Well, you tell me more about fucking Stone Cold and drinking a good one with Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. I've never... Oh, he's in Fortnite now.
Of course he is.
Yeah, they put him in with Liv Morgan. So, there's that. I can already see the conversation where Stone Cold's sitting there, and they're just like, we want to put you in Fortnite, and he's like, the hell is a Fortnite?
I can 100% see that.
What the hell is a Fortnite?
Okay, last try.
There is a funny story with him and Big Show, because like Stone Cold and Big Show are like good friends, I guess. He doesn't talk to him. In the words of Big Show, me and Stone Cold are good friends, but I don't talk to him much. I like to save those cards for when I need it, not to irritate him too much.
Yeah, Stone Cold seems like the type of guy who gets easily annoyed about shit.
So he's like, he's talking to, he's doing the Stone Cold. He's like, I ever tell you the time I got yelled at by Stone Cold for FaceTiming him? And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, so I call it. He's like, I FaceTime Stone Cold, and he's like, well, want to talk to my friend? And he's like, he picks up the FaceTime, and he goes, bro, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, what do you mean? I was, wanted to have a chat with my good friend. And he was just like, dudes don't FaceTime dudes. Hang up, call me back. And Big Show's like, I know dudes don't FaceTime dudes. So I hang up and I call him back, and he's like, Big Show, what's up? How's it going? How you doing?
That is the most Stone Cold thing I know, and I think we ended on that note.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see you guys in the next part. We'll see you then. Peace.